went to the Oklahoma Supreme Court. It went to the U.S. Supreme Court, and guess what? They won most of the cases against the whites of Oklahoma. And guess what they did? They built Black Wall Street, Greenwood, back better than before it was burnt down. Nobody talks about that.
A lot of people don't know that, right?
I've been out there with them. I've marched through the streets with that community. I've been out there to celebrate it with the brothers and sisters out there. Guess what destroyed it? Integration. When we psychologically made a decision that what was in a white store was better than what was in a black store.
We wouldn't know about Aisha Curry if it wasn't for Steph.
All right. So, what are y'all thoughts in regards to that? In regards to that topic, because I know a lot of people, they only talk about one part of the Black Wall Street in regards to anytime we talk about black and white, right? They always mention Black Wall Street and they got burned down. So, what are you guys' thoughts in regards to what they were talking about? Whoever want to take it.
I have heard what he said before, and it's one of those things you hear more young people narrating what happened versus like older people, because older people not on social media like that. So, but then you do have other older people that probably wasn't informed for real. But I've heard so many different variations of what was going on back in the day, with the elders. But I think one of the things where I always kind of struggle with, and this is just my own opinion, it was like we always want to bring those type of things up to talk about the reason why we acting the way we acting today, as far as the degeneracy or all the crazy stuff that's going on in our community. But there was a point in time where after slavery we acted like we had some sense and everything. But then after that, that's when we see all the degeneracy and all that type of stuff. But I think a lot of times that's the Malcolm X versus Malcolm X versus MLK debate of two different ways where they was going. And that's the reason why they were like MLK was wrong, because he was looking to integrate. And I heard it so many times. I think what's the rapper called? What's his name? He's real political. He kind of big.
Killer Mike. Killer Mike, yeah.
Killer Mike. He had a documentary on Netflix, and he actually went to the local people here in Georgia and was asking them how everything was going. It was an old school barbershop, and literally said exactly what he said. As soon as the integration situation went, all the black businesses just went away because they felt like the white businesses was better. So everybody started leaving the black businesses, and all of them had to really close down.
Anybody else?
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I think that when you do race, as far as business, money is green. It don't matter where or who it comes from. It's green. And when skin color is the benefit. I think when businesses are branded as black owned, white owned, Hispanic owned, whatever, I think that does them a disservice. I think you should have your services open up to everyone, because at the end of the day, you want to make a profit.
Right.
Profit counts, whether what you do you serve. It has nothing to do with it. My stance on it, I don't think any business should brand themselves based on their ability. I think every business should brand themselves as what product, service, good, whatever you're providing. Focus on that, not because Latino owned, black owned, white owned. That shouldn't matter. You're looking to make a profit at the end of the day.
Okay, Marcus, what I got?
My bad, I missed it. I didn't see it, so I'm gonna let y'all get this one.
Now, so basically, it was just black. It was basically about Black Wall Street in regards to how they talk about how everything was burned down, but yet the other half of that is what they talk about where it actually was built back up, and then what actually happened is they tried to integrate with the white community, and in the most of the black people started going and shopping with the white stores versus the black stores.
Also, the Supreme Court, they fought the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court went in black people's favor.
Yeah.
So they won all like majority
Yeah.
of the cases, and they rebuilt it, but it didn't last because that's when integration started.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think like that whole thing to me really doesn't. I think there should be more black businesses out there if there is some help they can get. But I'll be honest, like most black businesses I've ever been to, for the majority part, a lot of it is trying to get too much done at one time, and then the product that you're putting out pretty much costs too much, like what I've seen in most situations. So, but I mean, I have nothing against it. I think that's something you should do, but I don't think we just focus just only having black people, shop at your stores. Have white people, anyone who's got money can shop at your stores, so you can, get whatever wherever you're trying to be,
I just feel like once the integration happened, then white people would obviously shop at the white stores, and black people would also have the option to shop at white stores, right? And the white owners would be able to had a little bit more leg up than the black company or the black CEOs or company owners, because they had more options. They were able to get loans. They were able to do a lot more. They were able to kind of expand their businesses a lot faster. And in that case, then black-owned businesses would lose on that. And I'm sure it definitely hurt the black community.
Well, I don't know if you got a chance to see the video or not, or hear it. Or you on mute? You on mute?
Are we good now?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Yeah, we talking about the Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with the integration, because even today, everybody trying to buy European. Nobody really. The only thing black people really fuck with is Jordan, on some retro shit.
Yeah.
But if you try to start something from scratch, it's gonna take a long way for you to get the community behind you to support it. Shit, look at the Essence Festival. That's supposed to be for the FBAs, but when it went up for sale, ain't nobody fucking bust no move. Some African bought it,
Yep.
or bought the rights to it, however you want to look at it. They tried to integrate African stuff into it, then that was a big uproar. Don't help that the leader of the thing at the time used to work for Target, and everybody trying to boycott Target, but
She wasn't there. She was only there for 1 or 2 Essence Fest. And she's actually the reason why Target was even
1 or 2 is all
more
it takes.
diverse.
1
She
or
didn't
2 is
tear it
all it
down,
takes.
though. It wasn't her fault.
Well, I mean, in your eyes, it ain't.
When she got to talk, when she was with Essence, she was no longer at Target.
She was no longer at Target, but at the same
she was
time,
done.
the fact that she had ties to Target was one of the reasons Target was a headline sponsor. She used her network to gain sponsors for the festival, and they were like, "Oh, she's tone deaf, she's this, she's that," and that started a big uproar. So the problem with community is it ends in unity. If ain't nobody unified, you fuck from Jump Street, and everybody think the grass is greener across the street. Nobody want to water their grass, but they want to go play on the neighbor's turf. So it is what it is. It's all false perception. If you keep everything in house, clearly there's a reason why every time black people build a successful town, village, community, whatever, there's a reason the shit gets burnt down, flooded out. They build a highway straight through the middle. It's reasons. They know that if you let these people stand on their own too, we're gonna be so far left in the dust. I mean, we done damn near built everything.
But I don't think that's the case today. There is no burning and flooding and in the community. There's not. I don't think that's the case today. I think that was the case before. Absolutely. There's facts about that. But now, as in today, living in 2025, I don't think that's the case. To be completely transparent, I think that you can't keep a community of any sort moving forward if you're stuck in the past. There's absolutely nothing bringing you down today. Was it 40 years ago? Absolutely, it was. But that's not the case. That wasn't the case for our parents. That wasn't the case for our grandparents. It might have been the case for our great grandparents, but we don't live in those times anymore. So whatever is stifling the community is within their own making. Not somebody else, not the white man that come and burning down your houses and burning down your buildings. That's not the case now.
I mean, yeah, I can agree with that. Oh, go ahead, man.
A take that I have is I don't think there is no community, even with white people. I think right now we live in a very, very selfish stage in human times. It doesn't matter how. It's like this. It's like a pattern that goes on. You're the underdog. Everybody like you. You get to the point where you kind of like right here. Cool. We saw the come up and everything. It's this in the black community, white community, everybody. When you get super uber successful, noticeable, and all that, I think it's like one of those things where everybody always want to try to find something. It's like it used to be. It used to be a situation we just say it's us. Now it's everybody. It's just a society what we in. It just you doing better than me. I'm overstimulated with everything that's going on social media. I seen you. Longest you somewhere where I can reach, probably I rock with you. But now if you go too far out of my reach, now there's a situation. I'm going to find something. I'm going to find we not saying me, but I'm just saying in general, like social media and people, they'll do a deep dive. I've seen people be so invested that they'll pull up your credit history, all that type of stuff, and say, "Oh man, he ain't rich. He got all these delinquent payments and this, that, and there, X, Y, and Z. He ain't who he say he was." But that delinquent situation might be like $2,000 or something like that, and that's something that can just be resolved. While the same person who digging up all this stuff can't even save $500. It's just like you just doing better than me, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna create a
Yeah, I
blog.
agree. I agree. It's crab in the barrel. It's what is that mentality? Crabs, all
Crab in
crabs
the
in the
barrel.
barrel. Yeah, that's what it is.
Crab in the
Crab in the
barrel.
barrel. I don't think that. I think a lot of times the downside and the crime doesn't come from integration. It don't come from white people. It comes from within the people in the community because they don't want. It's all said and good as long as you're not doing better than me. Because let's completely be honest. A lot of our communities, they're the ones that come against us. As soon as you see somebody do better than you, oh no, he doing better or she doing better, I gotta shut that shit down. So let's be honest. I don't think the harm is coming from integration. No, the harm is
Oh
coming from
no,
other people.
no.
And you see it, and you
It's
see it. Look what the hood. I mean, look what happened to Nipsey Hussle. He tried to fix the hood, and they killed him. They killed him, and that's not the first time that happened. It's not. Everybody's like, "Oh, come back to the community.
Young Dolph.
Feed
Yeah.
young dog. He was buying cookies. He was shut dead. Come back to the community. Pour into the hood. Pour into this." I'm like, no, the hood hasn't poured anything into these people's success, and now everybody feel entitled because you're successful. Now I'm supposed to bring you up with me because why? We're in the same community and you're entitled to that? No. The hood killed us.
But even in that same strength, everybody rather buy Chips Ahoy cookies than to go back and support that cookie business that Dolph was killed at. Everybody rather go buy some Balenciagas and some whatever versus going to the Marathon Clothing Company in grass. So it's still a lack of support from within. They view things across the street to be better. I mean, back in the day when we rebelled and we came out with FUBU and everything, you know, that was a nice little run. We had FUBU, we had Fat Farm, Baby Fat. That was a nice little run, and now we right back to Balenciaga, Gucci, Prada. So
But think about this though, bro. Even with FUBU, look who they had backing FUBU. You had your prime stars, you had your LL Cool J's, you had your top prime stars at that time rocking it. So of course we were looking at it like, oh shit, LL Cool J rocking it. He got the one pants leg. Oh shit, we gonna rock that too. In that time, everybody wanted to be like a LL Cool J. But now everybody, like you said, all the superstars, they're rocking the Balenciagas, they're rocking the Fendi, they're rocking the Gucci, they're rocking all that. So everybody wants to rock that. And it kind of piggybacks on what Wallow was talking about too. Another situation that happens in with black businesses is one, they have horrible community service. Not all, but there are a lot of them that have horrible community service. And don't nobody want to go in there because they have this entitlement complex. It's like, bro, what makes you just because you're a black
I
owned business?
wasn't gonna say that, but you're right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to say that out loud, but you're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Yeah,
It's horrible. And so when you walk in there, it's entitlement. It's you're not welcoming me into this business. Like, look, I'm a potential customer, I'm a potential buyer. So you need to make sure you own it. I need the best customer service. Now, of course, that's across the board too. It's not all white businesses are all chippery as well. I understand that. But again, we have less black businesses than there are white businesses. So even at your lowest, when you got these small businesses, you need to be on your tipping point. Best customer service. But that's just part of it. That's not the whole thing. That's just part of it.
It's a huge part of it. You see that a lot in the salons out here. Mm-hmm. That's one of the complaints, that a lot of the hairstylists can't keep business, and a lot of women can't find hairstylists because the customer service is so crappy. And then a lot of people want to work out of their house and they don't want to get a salon, and they don't want to show up on time, and they want $100 deposit, and they're late and they're talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. That's real. I'm like, you know what? You got all these. You're asking me for a deposit. You're asking me I have to be on time between this hour, but then you're late. Mm-hmm. You're running 45 minutes behind, and you're mad with me. I'm like, well, God forbid I come in here. My bad. I inconvenience you. Right. But you're 45 minutes late now. I'm getting that pushback. That's true too, which is why I think integration is not a bad thing. I think integration is a great thing for everybody. But focus on the product.
I think it was. I think integration was it was like it's an issue within the phase. If we didn't do the whole integration back in the day, I think I don't know what would have happened, but I just know all the business closed down when integration happened. In trying to do the whole situation integration today, I can understand, because we done built this sense of entitlement within our community that I ain't got to do nothing. Like my wife, she tell me she has a what you call a hairdresser? What I guess that's what it is.
Stylist.
Yeah, she got a stylist. She always, every time she get her hair done, she always got an excuse to push the time back. And then thank God she wear dreads. She got dreads and whatever. But from what my understanding, when I be, at kickbacks and everything, women be talking about the stylist here in Atlanta. You before you show up, you done did all the work. Mm-hmm. And they charging you as if they did the work of everything.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they're gonna get mad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of these hairstylists, and then they're gonna you gotta come wash, you gotta come already detangled, you gotta come with your own hair, you gotta come with all of that stuff. By the end of the day, I'm like, what am I paying you $300 for? I can just to put rollers in my hair. That's where everybody's going to. Mm-hmm. That's where everybody goes to. Maybe
now you want to know what the crazy?
My cousins, the Dominicans, they go there. They go to the African braiders because it's like, bro, at this point, it's like you got all of these prerequisites. At this point, I'm not paying you for a damn thing. What the hell is you doing?
Mm-hmm. I mean, side note.
Go ahead, Mark. I mean, Courtney.
No, yeah. No, I was about to say, yeah. I mean, that's how a lot of them are. You know, like I remember I was trying to get my spark plug changed in my car, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hit my friend up. He probably knows someone. Hit this dude up, and he's like, all right, man, yeah, I can do it, but you gotta go pick up the spark plugs. You gotta do all this shit. I had to do everything. And then he told me how much it was gonna be, and I called a shop. It was gonna be the same price. I'm like, oh no, bro. You know, I'm just gonna take it. Like it's yeah. I mean, I'm doing all the work, and you know, you just gonna try to charge me premium rate? Nah, we're good.
Hey, you know, side note, I know this ain't the point. It's like a flip flop with the hair situation. The barbers here, they charge you about $150, right? They'll charge you $150, they'll charge you $100 and all that stuff, but it's gonna be like a spa. They're gonna do everything. They're gonna wash your hair, put your hair under the thing, bring it back, put some stuff in your hair to stiffen it. They're gonna edge it, they're gonna put the towel over your face. They're gonna do all this. They're gonna do everything. It's like yeah, it'll cost about $100. Now me, I'm at that age. I don't need all that because I just want my line up. You feel me? And I'm out, boy. Hey, you talking about, boy? I'm finna get on. Look, I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to be. All that towel shit. You feel me?
Exactly. And here in Atlanta, I told my husband the same thing. He's like, they're charging you what for a lineup?
That's crazy.
75. It's
Nah,
just
hey,
a
look.
lineup. It's not,
Hey.
And then they get a little bit, you know, somebody come in, or they get a little bit of clout, or they get a little bit of followers. Now, I'm gonna charge you. I'm gonna charge you celebrity.
Now they're celebrity barber.
Now they're celebrity barber because you got what? How many followers on Instagram? And now
listen, that $100 worth it. You know what I'm saying? That $100 worth it.
And let's not even talk about the flip side. Let's not even talk about the other side. We're talking about this. They get, you know, all these prerequisites, the customer service, and that's aimed to par. What about the other side when you're a business owner and you have maybe your family member, a friend, or somebody be like, oh, well, give me this on a discount because I'm your friend. I'm your brother-in-law. I'm your grandma. Like, hook me up, give me the discount, because that happens a lot in our community too. At least in the Latino community, everybody thinks if you own a business, you own a store. They're like, you selling something, t-shirts, hair, whatever. As soon as they be real quick asking me, hey, well, you know, we know each other. You're my sister-in-law. You're my friend. So what do I have to pay? The same price that I set. That's the price.
If anything, you should
no discount. No.
If anything, you should be tipping. That's what if you really support, you should be tipping, paying me extra. That's what you should be doing.
Exactly.
You
pay for goods and services.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's another thing that's bringing the small community down, because why you ain't got no problem paying for Gucci and Louis Vuitton and stuff, but here I am giving you a whole a graphic design on your own, but now it's a problem because you don't want to pay the prices that I set. But you ain't got no problems giving your money to all these other big companies that have nothing to do with you, but I have to give you the hookup? No.
That's a good point. Yeah. Anybody else?
That's a very good point.
What'd you say, Glenn?
I said that's a very good point. I had to switch shirt, boy. It started getting hot. Well,
what, you have to put on a black on shirt?
You in the desert?
Yeah, I just had to put a regular shirt on. No, bro, but that's true because I live out here in Atlanta, right? And when I had my digital marketing business, I was helping. My whole thing was to help Black business. I was Black do Black woke back then, but I was like, all my stuff. Everybody need this information would come to digital marketing and all that stuff, and Facebook pixels and all that type of stuff. And 9 times I would say 9 times 10. I'd say like 6-7 times out of 10 when I got with like a Black business or whatever, they try to get over on me. They didn't want to pay the rates that I did. They always was trying to finesse me in a way that they can make as much money they can make after my services. Like one time I saved this guy, I would have saved this man a whole bunch of money, and I did it for free, right? Just to kind of like because it was in good faith with one of my friends or whatever, and they was like, "Yo, we got this business or whatever. Can you come analysis and stuff and just see what's going on?" I did it. I did a whole presentation. I said, "Hey, this is what's going on. Blah blah blah. This that and the third. If you do X, Y, and Z, this that and the third, and this was for free." It was like, well, if we bring you on to do digital marketing for us and everything, how about we pay you a percentage for each sale? And I was like, how much? And he was like, we'll give you 10 to 20%. So his highest ticket product was $60. So I would have been working around the clock, and if they got a sale or whatever, I would have been making anywhere from $10 to $7 per transaction. And he knew what he was doing, but I'm like, I do this, so I understand what you're trying to do. So man, it's just one of those things, bro. I done did the whole black business stuff, even going to these black business. And one of my specialties was to actually analyze their sales process so I could understand how I can help them and everything. That's the reason why they be charging us so much, because their sales process is trash. So one of my I heard this from somebody, and he was a black business owner. He was like, any other business owner, if they put $1 in, right? If they made $1.10, that's a win. Us as black people, if we put $1 in, we want $2, $3, $4, $5. And that's the situation. So if I was going to charge my marketing services and all that type of stuff, if I charge $2,000 that month to do all the back end stuff, all this stuff, automation and all that type of stuff, $2,000 right up front. After that, retainer fee for about $200, $300 a month. They're like, oh Lord, hell no. What I can give you 10% of each sale there. Hell no,
and then what
bro.
do businesses like yours do? Start catering to the communities and the people that are actually going to pay what you're worth. And I think that's another telltale sign that our community isn't fully ready.
And
You want to know what's good?
look what experience you had, macro look like experience. Now because your experience with this black business, black owned business, now that's tainted your experience for future ones. So now you're going to be looking at
no. It didn't take
no?
for future ones. It didn't take for future ones. It tainted the past. I could talk about them like they dogs, you know what I'm saying? But I'm never that type of person. I always look at things, but it's my fault if I keep on going to those type of tier of people.
Good.
That's something I have to work on within my business practice. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out my avatar and whoever I want to deal with. But that's neither here and there. But yeah, man, it's crazy, and I think it's just